Okay, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us roughly midway between Boston and Providence. Everybody knows it as Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the New England Patriots. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
On the double. Right there in the middle. 55. Let's go, D.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On 2nd and 7, Allen. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jordan. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain there of 21 yards. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice...
On first down, Allen. Got him in. It's Brown. Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown, 51 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. We thought they may be a quick strike offense this season. That is lightning quick. Not bad for the first drive of the year.
That has to actually exceed expectations, doesn't it? Because most teams want to be a quick strike offense. They want to score as quickly as possible and run a defense into submission. What they have to understand is, while they got it done there, long way to go. Don't get discouraged if you have to run a few more plays on your next drive.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line. Set, ready? 60 or. Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it. Hit it.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams...
Accelerating, and off he goes. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A big play there. 65 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. I mean, less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
On 2nd and 11 now. Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
And he finds his target. It's Sharp. And all the way down to the 42. A big play that time for the Titans. And even 40 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A 1st down carry for Henry. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 40-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Defense.
Now Allen. Throw left side complete. That's Jordan. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Here's Allen to throw it. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Fine work by the Patriot D there, and it's 4th down.
Have to give a lot of credit to the defense on that play. They were prepared. Ordinarily, when they take the big shot downfield to the big guy, that's usually a mismatch that the offense is used to winning. But the preparation showed for the defense, and they were able to bat it away.
A 55-yard attempt, normally you'd say well within his range. A little surprised he came up short.
And he knew it immediately, didn't he? They are so calibrated, aren't they? They can tell the touch, the feel. When they put the foot to the ball, whether it's going to be good or not, he knew immediately he didn't have that one.
On 1st down, it's Taylor. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And he's got this down to the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot 1st down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
And he'll be taken down at the 34. The tackle is made by Adoree Jackson.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, Creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
These two teams all tied after one.
The score tied 7-7.
Ready? 70, Indy. Check, watch 54, watch 54. Get in the white room. Get in the white. 61, matchbox lights. Watch out.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
60 Pittsburgh. There's the part now. Ready.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Derrick Henry. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10.
3 bucks. Defense.
An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the second level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
They'll run on first down. Henry. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Let's go. 90 Wolf. 55. Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch the boot.
On second down now, it's Henry, and he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Now the former Patriot. This is Dion Lewis. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. This will be caught by Brown. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Give him 30 yards there. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Kyle Allen, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Titans are going to retake the lead. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And the lead is now 14-10.
14. Patriots 10.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kevin Byard, the Middle Tennessee Blue Raider, gets the sack. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. He's going to look deep for more. And that's caught inside the 35. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Looking to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Coverage defensively by Logan Ryan.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again.
Get.
On play action, they'll throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Taylor, and he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
A gain of a yard. It's now 4th and goal.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And I don't think he got in. He didn't. He's stoned at the 1-yard line. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Titans defense will celebrate the goal line stand. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout called. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A final shot before half for Allen. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, Michelle. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
Bravo.
They'll look to throw here. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. So it appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving...
It got his man, complete. Touchdown, Titans. Tajay Sharp, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Fielded about a yard deep. And there is a flag as he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. But who's this going to be against? And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll run with Taylor. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 39-yard line.
Hey, rock it, rock it.
50's the mic, 50's the mic. I'm here all day.
2nd and 11. To Michelle on the screen. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Sony Michel, 61 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. There you go, Charles. His first touchdown pass of the new season.
And he had a strong rookie year. So much more expected of him this one, as you might imagine. He threw that one with confidence and assuredness.
And I noticed that the celebration a little bit more subdued than his first touchdown pass last year as a rookie.
Yeah, he certainly is acting like he's done it before.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here.
At the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
I got one, I got one, I got one.
Allen going to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They run with Taylor. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the 2nd miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
They'll start things on 1st down with Dion Lewis. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Check, go. Fire.
From midfield, here's Allen. He's going deep for Brown. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the last time that they were on the field, little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to a stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did, because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
Check 43. General West.
On 1st down, Michelle. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And it's Michelle once again. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Ready, break.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. He'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Hey, Charlie!
He'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Allen. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
So line of scrimmage, still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Leo! Snap!
They run. This is Lewis. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Allen. He's going deep for Brown. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Extra point put through by Succop. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot 1st down. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
8 read. Hey, Foxtrot.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
Big Griffin.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. That is caught. It's Tajay Sharp. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A very solid gain of 27.
50, plant.
55. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Back to throw here. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And that might be Titan football. It is.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget. Absolutely.
Small. No.
Recon, 132 fighter. 5.
Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. He's got Lewis. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but...
and Lewis lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he'll go down at the 28. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Hey, echo. Go your fire.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs.
Watch the slant.
Hey, Sam off.
A little jet sweep to start the drive, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Here we go. 10 Tucson.
55 to Mike. I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
Let's go.
This is Lewis. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Ready, ready. 8, read. Go, go.
Throwing is Allen on third. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Here's Brett Kern now as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Patriots take over. Elsewhere, they're into the fourth at Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. And we're seeing an extension of the lead by the Jags. They're up pretty big. A win would be their first of the young season. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. That one good for 13 and a New England first down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. It worked very well there for a first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This is caught. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
It's now 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll set up to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. From 3 yards out, and the Patriots get a score closer. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Come on now. Let's go.
So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a